All right, where are you, buddy?
Alert. You are moving away from the last known position of Unit 9.
Oh, interesting.
Wrong
Okay.
route. Better go back and see if there's another one.
Understood. So, what other route? Ah, this other route.
Would NieR
Oh,
have made it this far inside?
Alert. Possible enemy ambush ahead.
Don't care.
that a girl. Give him hell, 2B. You don't go down an elevator that's underground after an explosion. Did he get found and taken by somebody? Damn right, Afterlife. Got to get our 9S back. He's our good robo boy. What? Did they take 9S into the video game Unfinished Swan? The fuck? The copied city. This is wild. So
What is
are there,
this?
there's a group of
Analysis.
machines?
This area is composed of crystallized silicon and carbon. Further details.
Fancy place you got here.
Who built
A
it?
dev city for playtesting. They 3D printed a city. This is what our Mars colony is going to look like. This is truly insanity. It's cool as hell looking though. I love how they got rid of the skybox down here. It just kind of ends in that kind of edge glow white. I feel fast as shit down here. I'll take that small recovery, thank you. That's a YoRHa unit, right? In the black dress. What? Bloodborne but inverted colors. Yo, there is a lot of YoRHa units down here. Did they all get scattered here? Is this like the remains of that task force that was trying to fight the
What's with the corpses?
It is unlikely the YoRHa units came this far on their own. Hypothesis. The enemy must have placed them here deliberately.
There's a lot of dead YoRHa units. There's more YoRHa units on the streets down here than there are YoRHa units in the bunker. A simulation of the base. I felt the coldness of a manufactured city was the death tag for that character, and I'm giving full credit to the player that designed it. Damn it, another one of these. Wait a minute. I've never looked closely. Does that... The lock is like the head of a machine. All right. Back on track towards good boy, 9S. God, look at like just heaped together with a little bit of deliberateness though, right? Like they're not just chunked down anywhere. You're inside a simulation, inside a simulation, inside a simulation. That's so cool. All right, shit's about to get spicy. I don't like that these things are rolling. Not big on rolling cubes. Oh no. Do I have to fight a city?
Welcome to my beloved city. I, or we, machine life forms, I suppose, have a keen interest in humanity, love, family, religion, war.
9S is in a battle post, does not want to listen to a monologue.
The more charmed I am by their complexity. This city is one of many areas I created out of a desire to understand, to know humans. It's grand, don't you think? Almost spiritual. And yet it's currently nothing more than an android
Experiment
graveyard.
zone. Oh, he's like trying to play human.
To learn and adopt all facets of humanity.
His name is
Some
Adam.
desired love, others family. Only then
Oh shit.
I realize the truth.
My man
The
can throw
core of
walls.
Humanity is conflict. They
Oh
fight,
my god.
steal, kill. This is humanity in its purest form.
You know nothing about humanity.
Oh, you're right. It is the one we watched get birthed. He's wearing clothes now, though, that are a little different. Didn't we fight him also in the
truth can be so painful.
alien ship?
Welcome.
Strive to retain
Insert
nothing less
party
than
noises here.
Husky.
humanity itself.
What is up?
We machines exist in a connected network.
Husky with the raid.
We are
Welcome in,
immortal,
friends.
Invincible. And yet, within all
We
those
are in the
infinite
middle of a
data,
boss fight, so it's a little sticky at the moment. Give me 1 second.
just a flicker of being, of life.
Husky raid.
Even the concept of death
What's going on, Bat Dragon Purple?
has no meaning to us.
Okay.
Thus I decided that I shall risk my life in battle.
Okay. Are you just gonna throw all those at me? Please don't. Okay.
I have severed my connection to the network.
Oh shit.
Now, let us embrace death.
Adam goes hard. Oh, he got all his health back? That's rude. If one of the mods could do a shout out for Husky, I'm still actively engaged in deadly combat with Adam. Hopefully you guys had an awesome raid, or an awesome stream before the raid, I should say. Oh, you already did it. I didn't see it. Oh, you guys were rocking some Jackbox. Which Jackbox games were you guys playing? Oh shit. Were you guys playing the new one? Didn't they just come out with 7? Played a whole bunch of them.
I don't have time for you. I need to find 9S.
Most of them. That's the way it goes. The Jackbox games are so fun. I don't know how far I am, Kyle. I'm playing through it for the first time, but things are definitely ramping up. Started with 7. I haven't played any of the ones in 7 yet. It's so rude that these guys can fly. Oh. 9S.
9S!
Oh. What did he do to my boy? Convoluted mess of playthroughs and endings.
Just for you.
Yo, Adam about to get cut in half.
I mean, after all, we all need something to fight for, don't we?
Well, you're gonna get your wish, buddy, because I'm about to fuck you up.
Son of a... I'll kill you!
That's it.
Yes! That's it. That's the feeling. Pure hate!
That's exactly what I feel right now, buddy. Come on back down. Let's dance.
Come to me!
I bet you got all your health again, huh? You jerk. Oh, he didn't. Oh, sweet. All right, it's go time. It's been a long time since I wanted to murder someone in a video game as much as this. To be or not to be. Right now, he is not to be. He will perish. I've really been impressed with it so far, Husky. Afterlife here suggested it. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with the channel, I have an enormous backlog of games that I play through slowly but surely. And I oftentimes am relying on people from the community to suggest games for me to play. Because much like when you're dealing with Netflix or a streaming service and you can't decide what you want to watch, same problem with my backlog. It's just too big. So I'm constantly like desperate for someone to tell me to play something. And this one has been a banger. So thank you very much, Afterlife. Oh, get Shrek'd on. Oh, get it!
Is this death?
Oh, I love this. Get him. What?
So dark. So cold.
Savage. Savage. What is that? Like blood though?
9S!
I have some concerns about that. I guess 9S was also bleeding. Oh God, is he okay? Where is he? Okay.
9S.
To be.
Oh, I'll be okay, buddy.
Come on. Let's go home.
Carry your good scanner boy home. Copied City, not doing so great without Adam. Just say yeah, I appreciate it. I know this is a tough one to join midstream because you have no idea.
You want him sent up to command body and all? I'll make it happen. Thanks. Oh, what? Nothing, just you've never been much for gratitude, you know? Not that I mind or anything. Oh, I also have a message for you. Command needs you to contact them ASAP. Got it.
Androids normally bleed black oil. See, that's what I thought, but didn't 2B have red when he was crucified? And then obviously, Adam isn't an android. He's a machine life form, I think, but he definitely was bleeding.
Patch me through to the commander.
Oh, hey, 2B. Roger that. Give me just a second here.
2B, good job destroying
They
that
might be
machine.
jukebox. I don't know if I
Upon
actually
further
enabled
analysis,
them.
We learned that the machine, codenamed Adam, was responsible for managing half of their entire network. A disruption of this magnitude to their network should weaken the machine significantly.
What's going to happen to 9S?
He'll undergo a full data overhaul up here. Assuming we don't encounter any problems, we're planning to partner him with you again.
Thank you.
In the meantime, I have another mission for you. I've mailed you the briefing. Go ahead and take a look.
Understood.
All right, we will take a look.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
Do I still not have it active, jukebox? If you message it to Afterlife, he should have the permissions to post. I don't know why I have clips disabled. That's foolhardy. From the commander, trends among the machines. Due to the destruction of codename Adam, we have been able to deal a significant blow to the enemy's network system. I have already confirmed that numerous machine lifeforms have been severed from the network as a result. However, just because they are no longer connected doesn't mean that they no longer pose a threat. It is highly likely that they will continue to interfere with our operations. 2B, I would like you to gather some intel on the machine lifeforms. Report back to me if you see any machines behaving oddly, and keep me informed on their activities. That is all. The Commander.
Analyze current
I always do
trends
this.
among the machines.
pause to check stuff while they're still chatting.
Something tells me this is going to involve a lot of killing.
Proposal. Procure information from the machine life form known as Pascal.
I suppose he might know something.
We also owe him a thank you for saving our
Pascal,
biscuits.
Can you hear me?
Oh, hello.
With an
Susie.
almost spit
Do you
take.
need something?
I need
I'll
to
have to
know
watch
if
it in a
you've seen
minute.
any new trends or behaviors among the machines.
New trends? Well, 2 days ago, I was contacted by some machines that disconnected themselves from the network. They wanted to discuss a peace treaty.
No kidding.
Apparently, they're seeking to form an alliance of some kind with our village.
If that's
Interesting.
what they want, why don't they move in?
I believe they're working on building a colony of their own.
You don't say.
Indeed. Apparently, it's located in the abandoned factory. I can give you the coordinates if you'd like.
Oh, so they're
I
building
was
something
actually
new in the
planning to go
abandoned
speak with
factory.
them myself, you know. Maybe we can meet up over there?
Sounds good.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
All right, maybe we will head over there and do that, because there's a couple things I have to do in the factory anyway. Pride yourself on your clips and their names. Have I ever come back here? Oh yeah, I totally have, because they said that I could come back here and use the bed. Yeah. I just forgot what that room was. All right, so we want to go to the abandoned factory. I don't think I have, yeah, I just have the entrance for the factory. And then that'll probably be it for the stream. I'm just hoping if we complete a little bit more questing, maybe we'll get an update on 9S. I'm worried about my boy. "9S is best boy, 100%. For the fact that they, you know, obviously 2B is very stoic and really, like, at least in the beginning here, has been super intent on the emotions are prohibited, like we've got to do this by the book. It's so fun watching her start to kind of embrace the friendship with 9S. So this is to get out of here, or is this to get in? I think this is to get in. Because, like, obviously 9S is a pure bright soul that could thaw even the iciest heart.
Still, you should probably be careful. We machines can be rather unpredictable.
Even you?
In truth, yes. Now that we're cut off from the network, we no longer share data with each other. We can speak, of course, but I find that language contains many ways to hide one's true intentions.
It certainly does.
That fight with Adam showed humanity in its purest form, but not on him, but with her. It's a really good point. Like, he was talking about the things that make human connections and how he's so intrigued by them. And all he wound up doing was prodding 2B to the point that she showed rage and love and care and wanted to protect. It was very cool. So you guys cool? This is like just a meeting, right? I like your frocks. Okay, we've met God. I wasn't expecting that in an abandoned factory.
We have come to know the existence of God.
Okay.
And by his word, all living things are to be considered equal.
Okay. God is AI. I mean, isn't he just standing here?
We, his humble priests, will guide you to him. This way. His grace wishes to form a pact of peace with your people.
And by his word, all living things are to be considered equal.
Yeah, they are a little religious.
To know the existence of God.
What's up, time? Pact, he says.
Down this corridor, if you would.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know. 2B's had a hard time even envisioning the machine life forms as life forms. So assuming they have a religion might be tough for her to swallow. Feel like you're reliving your childhood religious trauma? I hope this ends well. Pardon me, guys. I know we're kind of walking in ceremony here, but there was a copper ore that I desperately needed. I love how Pascal has the big exhaust pipe. It looks like one of those Jeeps that has the exhaust pipe so it can still pull air even when it's going through like a river. I don't like that they didn't board this elevator with me. Yeah, no shit, Pascal.
Well, I brought you this far, didn't I? It's my duty to see this through to the end.
Copper ore more important than God.
Appreciate it.
To a YoRHa android, almost undoubtedly. I love we get on the murder elevator and Pascal's like this is a little bit much. Hi guys. I love that the music cut out too. This is so intense.
That door leads to the sanctum of his grace.
Okay.
Once I accepted God into my heart, I was filled with serenity. Once I accepted God into my heart, I was filled with serenity.
This is a lot. I'm sure his grace is a bro. Yeah, nothing could go awry with this. I'm sure we're not about to be a blood sacrifice.
Grace to light the path forward for all. How I yearn for his grace to light the path forward for all.
This is so intense.
May hardship and conflict be forever banished from this world. May hardship and conflict be forever banished from this world.
Just like visiting the Pope. Yeah, the Robo-Pope, you know. He's like the normal Pope, but he's in an abandoned factory, and he's a robot.
Into my heart, I was filled with serenity. Once I accepted God into my heart, I was filled with serenity.
Okay. Devilman crybaby vibes.
By his word, all living things are to be considered equal.
Can we talk about this? We were in the abandoned factory like a day and a half ago. These motherfuckers have turned it into a cathedral. This is so many robots.
Hello. My name is Pascal. I'm here to discuss...
They hired Chip and Joe. Not enough shiplap. Not enough shiplap. What?
His wondrous grace has become a god.
This is what happened when Chip has the...
His wondrous grace has become a god.
Cults
His
move
wondrous
fast.
Grace has become a god. We as well shall become as gods. We as well shall become as gods. All of you shall become as gods. All of you shall become as gods. All of you shall become as gods. We'll all die together and become as gods.
I don't want to die together. Pascal just goes, oh dear. Well.
Damn it.
I was right. This is shady. Fascinating, though. I have never seen...
Don't hit me with a fascinating, Pascal. This is fucking wild.
I wonder if there's a way to collect...
Less talk, more running. 2B to bunker. We've had a run-in with hostile machines in the abandoned factory. We need an immediate escape route.
What was that for me?
Communications are currently unstable.
Loop a distress signal.
This shit's wild.
Damn it.
All right, good thing we can't hit Pascal.
Some must die and become gods.
I do not want to die and become a god. I am comfortable just staying me and becoming a better YoRHa badass. All I gotta do is not die and you're immortal. That's true. Thus far, 2B has proved to be immortal. All right, nothing bad happened to Pascal. Are you guys leaving Pascal alone? Oh, where's Pascal? Okay, okay. I didn't see Pascal for a minute, and I worried that I had gotten so far off to the side that they killed Pascal. Although then Pascal would be as a god, which is kind of rad. He's good. We can ignore. Okay. But like, is there a way we can make Pascal a god? Because that would be rad. I feel like I'm doing the Dark Souls 3 Deacons of the Deep fight. That's Dark Souls 3, right? Or is that Bloodborne? Trapped underground with cult robots and anxiety. Okay, let's check it out. Also, let's continue slashing robots. Deacons is Dark Souls 3. Okay. I couldn't remember because they also fit the Bloodborne aesthetic so well. All right, we should make an exit. Maybe time for us to go. Ooh, that one had a sweet hat. Everything deep is a soft Bloodborne. Yeah, 100%. Please, all of you, leave me alone. And also make me one of those hats. If they had offered me one of those hats first, I might have accepted the die and become a god, because those hats are fly. Pope 2B. But you would it would have to be Pope IIB, because you'd have to use Roman numerals at that point. Check the throne for items. Oh shit. We want good items. 3,000 gold. Can I just take this guy's body? Another one of those chests I can't open. Oh, that's a good question. Do they spawn internally? Because if not, you're right. I'm basically just like delivering on their prophecy. You bring up a good point, Kyle. I might not agree with their religion, but I can at least help facilitate it. They do not spawn endlessly. Well, listen, guys. When they speak of their religion in future generations, they will remember to be the angel of godhood deliverance. They will revere me as the All-Mother. Not to mention, it's just, you know, I think it's polite. And it could be an achievement too. That's a good point. I feel bad. Some of them like want to rumble and others are just like trying to vibe out and praise the sun. Need you to calm down. Look, 2B still doesn't have 9S back. 9S is her calming influence. Without 9S, she's 100% battle unit.
Welcome. Insert party noises here.
Awestruck. Thank you so much. Dropping in with the raid. What is up? We're busy blowing up a robot cult. So if things are confusing for a moment, I promise they won't make a lot more sense, but they'll make some more sense in a moment. Welcome, welcome in, raiders. Oh boy. Are you sure they don't respawn permanently? There's a lot of churchgoers here. It has been a minute. How are things, buddy? What were you jamming on this evening? If a mod could drop a shout out. Spelunky 2, very nice. I dropped by, I lurked a little bit the other night. You were playing some Hollow Knight. I dropped in and was lurking and was once again reminded of how much better that I am you are at that game. What is going on, raiders? Hopefully you guys had a ton of fun watching some Spelunky. Did you guys have good Spelunky runs? The numbers are about right for a cult. You're not wrong. Whoop. We've only dealt with this half of the room, though. There's going to be like a whole nother half of the room. Oh, sorry, Pascal. You looked a little bit like a cultist. Not going to lie. So for all of you coming in on the raid, if you guys are unfamiliar with me, my name is Chris, and I have a backlog problem, as I'm sure many of you do. I have a lot of games, and I never get around to playing them all. And so I thought to myself, you know what? If I did it on Twitch and people were there to hold me accountable, I'd have to play them. That is robotist. Oh, died to a talifrag, no. So what I do is I play a ridiculous variety of games on the stream and try and slowly chip away at the absurd number of games just sitting in my backlog. I've got the pile of shame that is my backlog visible on the link I just dropped in chat if any of you wish to either commiserate or openly judge me. Really, that's your choice, and I would deserve both of them. All right, thinning them down. At this point, I think most of the members of the church have been eliminated. Little concerned that some of these ones are smaller. We might be busting up the cult daycare right now, and I'm not 100% comfortable with that. What do I have in mind after NieR? I haven't really thought about it. We're probably going to still be on NieR for a while. I do have, I'm going to start another game when I come back from vacation. We normally do 2 games simultaneously on the stream. So I am open to suggestions. If anyone sees a game in my backlog that they really recommend or they think I would like, I would love a suggestion because it's easier than me trying to pick out from 1,000 games. If I ever clear the list, I don't think there's going to be any clearing the list. I'll be impressed if I can even stay even on the list after the course of a calendar year. The big problem is, even though I'm playing more games, I still add games to the backlog, so the list is still ever growing. I have a suggestion that'll pay. You don't have to pay me to stream it, but if it's a game that's rad, I'm definitely going to play it. All right, it looks like we've cleared it out. I know, it is an embarrassment of riches to have all these games to play. Oh, you'll pay for the game, meaning I don't have it and you'll pay to put it in the backlog? I don't know, that sounds dicey. Then we're opening a Pandora's box where the backlog grows exponentially.
Whoa! 2B! It's me, 9S!
9S?
I hacked into this machine from the bunker. I'm
The fuck?
controlling it. I'm gonna break into this factory systems and get you out of here. Don't do anything too reckless, 2B.
Oh, no worries about the quiet raid, man.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so 9S is jamming and shit's weird. He is like a god. What are these? So these guys are just like all freaking out. We had almost completed the road to peace. Well, now I feel a little bit rude about killing everyone upstairs. The game is Sekiro. I don't know that we'll jump to Sekiro fast. Bonsai with the sub. Thanks so much, man. 2 months. Appreciate you, buddy. I was thinking about doing more Dark Souls at some point, though. I think I might want to play through that trilogy before we get a chance. How could God allow this? Yeah, that was kind of the vibe, Husky, is that I don't want to blast through this because there's so much like additional folded meaning and stuff that I really want to kind of spend my time on it. Why did something so cruel have to happen? Your Grace. Okay, now I feel like a monster. Sekiro is Pog. I will get to it eventually. No, so I beat Dark Souls 1 on the channel earlier this year, so I've not done the full trilogy. Just number 1. How did it come to this? Please stop all the killing. I'll provide you with anything you need. Oh my god, he just wants me to stop hurting people. Okay, now I feel like a monster is the NieR experience. Oh no. Guys, I've got a relatively thorough track record of avoiding like outward sobbing on the stream. I've only broken a couple times and I have concerns that NieR is going to break the streak. God has a servant to give you heals. When I beat Dark Souls 3, I was pretty much in tears. The amount of relief beating Dark Souls, like I had watched a ton of Dark Souls content in the past, so I knew what I was playing. I knew the bosses for the most part, but there's nothing quite like being done with them. when I beat Manus was like a euphoric experience. Transistor was close. The end of Transistor almost destroyed me. I'm pretty sure once the stream cut, I had an emotional breakdown after Transistor. We had some trouble. For anyone who was here last stream, we did Stories Untold, and that almost got me. That got real emotional and dark. Okay, just, you know, running through some silos like one does. I think the best example of me just being like overwhelmed at completing a boss though, Awestruck, was when I beat Nightmare King Grim. Nightmare Grim in Hollow Knight is the hardest boss I have ever fought in any game. I for like 2.5 hours I fought that boss. And it was crazy because I was streaming that night. It was my birthday that we were streaming, and I was like, no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna beat him on my birthday. I want to beat him on my birthday. And I had a run, I think it's in my clips, or it's in my highlights here on the channel. I had a run that didn't start great, that I was like dropping pretty easy combos on, but I wound up pulling it out, and I'm pretty sure his death sequence happened at like 11:58, so it was still 2 minutes into my birthday. Beat him second try on the last time? That's bonkers. I mean, I guess once you really start to remember the patterns and commit them to memory, but like, I don't know, man. He's got some attacks that even if you know they're coming, the margin of error on them is just so tight. All right, we will definitely do a quick save.
The connection's too unstable to use the transporter.
That makes sense. We can't go through there. Well, wait a minute. Then where do you want me to go? Or is that the way I came through? No, because I ran across the room. Pascal, can't you hack it? We just got to keep going. Okay, that's fine too. We can do that. What is going on in here? What are these? Are these guys suicide bombers? What the fuck? This is wild. Ugly cried as hard as I did playing Dust and Elysian Tale. The ending and everything up to it is so perfect and sad. I have also heard from a couple other people on the channel that Dust is incredible. Maybe Dust will have to make its way in to the rotation pretty soon here. Confusion at maximum. So if you're not familiar with NieR, we found a group of robots that were left here on Earth by a race of ancient aliens that had been separated from the network where they normally receive their like collective consciousness orders, and they decided to start a church, and apparently that church worships death, and they thought if they died they could become as gods. I don't know what's so hard to understand. Just, you know, a group of murderous death worshipping robots, you know, like you do. Sorry, machine life forms. They don't prefer robot. So sad they never did a sequel. Dust was the first time teenage me had an existential crisis and thought to myself what your soul is and what it really means. Oh my goodness. All right. Apparently Dust slaps. Does this go anywhere? Secrets down here maybe? Ooh, copper ore is a secret. That robot was completely on the ground and almost certainly did not need to die. Pascal, you keeping up, buddy? Okay. Ooh, oh shit, I almost just got myself flattened. This is wild. Screw. Please don't flatten me. Damn it. Damn it. Mission failed. Enjoy the lurk, buddy. Thanks so much for dropping by. Thank you for the raid and sharing your wonderful community. I appreciate it. Ruthless android saw a machine end it all on ground of steel. Mission failed. Pascal's immortal, but me on the other hand, you're damn right.
Wonderful.
Malachi, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, so where are we? We got to get our chips back. I don't have any of my chips on now, and that was decently far in from here. From a 2 to a 0, we're 0B now. We don't take up any space and therefore cannot have a numerical designation. Oh god damn it, I have to remember. Pascal, I need you to move a little bit sometimes, buddy, because I gotta take care of these guys. Oh, I don't have automatic item pickup. One-dimensional B. Just 1B. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I didn't mean to put my light on. I keep hearing Pascal's footsteps and think I have people coming up behind me. Get wrecked, nerd. Oh, you were lurking over there and showed up on another channel? I love that. I'll have like a stream up on my second monitor and the same exact thing will happen. I like am zoned out, I'm doing something else, I'm playing a game or whatever, and then suddenly I'll be like, wait a minute, these aren't the people I know. You end up like Gandalf at the Mines of Moria. You're like, I have no memory of this place. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you lurked your way into another stream. Seem to have a fire in my pocket. Yeah, exactly. Just like, wait a minute. This is not the game I was watching, nor the person I was watching play it. We have, so wait. This is my body. I want to retrieve all of this. Please restore my previous equipment. Got some experience back. We got our plug-in chips back. All right. Big money. No whammies. No whammies.
Excellent.
Oh my goodness. Jukebox, you animal. Jukebox with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much, my friends. That is extremely generous of you. Oh, I'm gonna get flattened while I'm worried about reading names. That was the fire of which you spoke was 10 gifted subs. You madman. You absolute madman. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Could a mod drop a shout out for Jukebox in the chat as well, please? Because with insane generosity such as that, people should also know that Jukebox is dropping fire on his stream as well. All right. Come on. No!
This can't be.
Well, that gives me a hot second to do this. Dan Updike, Husky, Phoenix, Venomizer, Black Shinobi, Leon. I don't know how to actually say your name. Is it Teenbeg? Tinebeg? Tyler Croissant, Epic Infinity, and Leech. Congrats on the gifted subs from Lord Jukebox. That's awesome. It's been on your wish list for ages, but you've never seen gameplay. Well, the crazy thing about this game too, though, is even seeing gameplay like doesn't really tell the story. Because I remember watching some trailers when it was first coming out and thought I knew what it was, and I definitely did not. You wrote an in-depth university philosophy paper on this game? That's bonkers. I can believe it though. Like it's rife with content with which to do such a thing. How'd you do on the paper, if you don't mind my asking? I hope it went well. forget every time. We don't want to become gods, guys. We don't want to. We're comfortable being not gods. All right, we're out of suicide bomber range. You can occasionally hear like a really soft, subtle become as gods in the background, and it's more than a little disturbing. It was a term paper on Pascal, Sartre, Marx. So I don't know all those characters, but if you did well on it, I am very pleased to know it, and doubly excited to meet additional characters coming up. I don't think I know all those characters, at least. Maybe I know some of them and don't realize it because I haven't talked to them in so long. Yes, I would very much like my shit back, please. There we go. And if you've been eyeballing NieR but have never pulled the trigger on it, or you're waiting for a sale or something, for anyone who is interested, my Guilded server, which you can find in the About section down below. If you're not familiar with Guilded, it's basically like Discord. It's like a new company that does a lot of what Discord does. I have a Discord server, or I have a Guilded server rather, and one of the things I do on there is post about deals in video games. That's one of the reasons my backlog is absurdly large as it is I'm constantly looking for deals on all the various services. So if you would like to be hip to some of those deals, go join the Guilded server. There's a bunch of fun stuff over there, chat about games and backlog, as well as I write like essays and reviews about the games we play on the channel, and I have a screenshot gallery over there as well. And I'd love to hear what you guys are playing. I love this epic music during this. No, get through. Okay. I keep on trying to, like, once I'm underneath one of these, I fight back against the grain. Yeah, let's just get out of here.
2B, keep going.
Oh, that was the opera singer. Yeah, okay. That was a cool fight. What are you guys? Stop. Oh my God. What are you morphing into? I'm losing my comfort level. These guys are not pleasant looking. Got him. They're all based on real philosophers. Yes, not a big fan of the spider bots. They have a little bit of a creep factor I'm not cool with. And if you ridicule me for it, Misha Fish, next time there's a spider in our house, I'm gonna make you take care of it instead of me. Look at this just pile of machine life forms. Nah, I got it. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that's how that was gonna go down. Uh-oh. He's losing the faith. Dying won't make you gods. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. GameCube era Pokemon game. Not quite on par with something like Pokemon Coliseum, but it was a similar battle-focused title exclusively for the GameCube that did, as far as I know, did actually introduce a couple new Pokemons or some darkness forms. I did not play either. I just know that Pokemon Coliseum is the one that I see remembered more fondly. I could be very wrong. I'm not a huge Pokemon guy. I just know that XD had a radical looking cover. It's the full sequel. Okay. I didn't know that they were like straight up related. You fools, you've all lined up. This sequence has been so intense. It's the same region. Is that the only time they've been in that region? Was that region only used for those games? It'd be interesting to go back and explore that region in a mainline Pokemon. Coliseum and XD are your favorite Pokemon games because they were 3D back in the day. They did make a lot of the Pokemon look really good. I think that the art style for, have any of you guys ever played Pokken Tournament? The crossover between Pokemon and Tekken? The Pokemon in that look outstanding. All right, we'd like to get through, please. You're all being very rude. Yeah, Pokken looked really good. The fighting in it's pretty tight too. Like obviously that's the Tekken team is responsible, but they still did a good job of adapting the characters to like work properly.
All right.
How are you guys doing now? We still thinking maybe we'll become as gods? Please restore them to their senses. I'm scared. What's going to happen to us if we die? Oh God, please, my God. His grace, His grace. Pokemon XD models were used as the base version of the same Pokemon used in future 3D Pokemon games. Oh, so they took the Coliseum and XD character models and like used those as a jumping off point for when they got to the 3D stuff used in the later mainline titles. That's pretty rad. I love this like pounding soundtrack for this section with just the occasional become as gods, become as gods. All right, took care of that. I don't actually think I need to go down here, but like we're totally going down here, right? Pascal at the bottom of the screen just looks like he is shitting bricks. Thank God we were here when Pascal came to open diplomatic relations with these people. That would have been disastrous. Criminally underrated side game. I should, at some point, I will dip into Pokemons, I'm sure. We buy them most of the time in my household. We buy them. My wife is bigger on them than I am. I just find that, like, because I didn't really play them as a kid, and I don't... Oh boy, that's a whole bunch of blowy uppy boys. Jesus. Because I didn't play them as a kid and I don't have that nostalgia factor for them, it's tough trying to get into them as an adult because of how handholdy they are in the beginning. Like, I will never try and pretend that Pokemon is strictly a children's game because it gets surprisingly in-depth. I am aware of such a thing. But my lord, the intro to a Pokemon game. Use the D-pad to walk. Now you're walking. Good job, you. All right, can we get two? We can. I flee from you because you're trying to kill me. Ooh. No, 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 no. Stop laughing. I don't think it's funny. I can't see anything. Oh my God, this is horrifying. Get the steam out of here. All right, wait, but also give me this body. Pascal, you should come up here. I don't think the jogging in place is helping you too much, bud.
No, please, don't kill me. With your death, you will become...
They're just killing each other now. I mean, I'm not trying to kill the innocent ones. I want that on record. The combo system is just so frantic. Got him. Are we good? Everyone cool here? You guys gonna be okay? They don't look like they're gonna be okay, if I'm very honest. All right. Forge onward. Talk to them. They're so scared. Everyone has gone crazy. Be careful out there. Oh, snap. Look at this. Thank you. Here, take this. Oh, so any of the ones I save, we get a reward from. Thank you very much. Here's a token of my appreciation. Yo, all these motherfuckers roll with deep pockets. Look at this. Just throwing around a cool G like it's nothing. Thank you. I appreciate you. This is probably all the money they were going to give to collection at church, but the service didn't go very well. What is this spider ass doing up here trying to Donkey Kong me?
No,
Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
Don't kill me.
I won't. I won't. You're right. It was rude. I didn't mean it. I think we just vamoose and let Spider Boy confront us later up top if he really wants to. No, no, no. I want to get up there. Oh, there's a treasure chest over there. Maybe there's a jump into the background path that I didn't notice here. No, it doesn't look like it. That's very, very hard to get. You got to get it later. Okay. Thank you for not letting me drive myself insane trying to figure out how to get it. Also, did the factory grow? Are we like...
Secured.
Thanks.
Is the factory the largest place ever at this point? Seems bigger on the inside. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna need my snack machine free and clear so I can get my bugles, please. Still can't transport out, which obviously makes sense, but at least we get a quick save checkpoint.
To use the transporter.
I know, 2B. I assumed as much. All right, hopefully this gets us out of here. Just chilling in the elevator. Wow, that was crazy, huh, Pascal? It does seem much more peaceful up here. Is everyone cool? None of this feels very good. If I could go back in time and not slaughter that entire room of church believers, I might, given how the rest of the evening went. Oh, this looks like a boss arena. Seems God was on a killing spree. That was all underground, the factory. Oh, you're right. We didn't go through the top layer of the factory that I've done previously. We went through the underground. All right, big wide open area. Dead androids on the grounds. I'm pretty sure we are about to experience a bake sale. Let's repair one to come with me maybe here. That's concerning that there were two directly on top of one another. I didn't think there were two here. All right. I'm assuming as soon as we go to leave, we're gonna get ambushed here. Okay, makes sense. What do we got? No, big spider boss. This shit looks like it's out of Portal. This looks like an upgraded Portal defense turret.
Shield detected over enemy unit. Physical defense shield detected. Analysis.
Ow.
Both long and close range attacks are ineffective.
Ow.
Large
Fuck.
energy supply detected within this factory.
What would a robot bake sale even look like? Yeah, I think probably like different weights of motor oil.
That Goliath we just encountered.
Like
I got it.
both standard,
Keeping an eye on you. I'm gonna
both
shut off
standard
power in the
unleaded
factory
and diesel, gasoline, ethanol,
Factory
you know,
system at 80% control. Hang in there,
solar
2B.
energy hookups for those robots that are maybe watching their figure.
90%. 92.
Welcome back, Raven.
98.
9S, I really need you to get something together, buddy. Because I can't do shit. Where's Pascal?
2B. I just shut down the electrical grid.
Enemy shield.
Oh, we gotta do this fight in the dark? Let's go. This is radical. This is so freaking cool. It was cool until I was getting my ass whipped, though. Oh my god. This is bonkers. All right, give him hell while he's not attacking. He just shot a spider dick at me. I don't even know what weapon that is. What did that come out of his butthole? That's super rude. Yeah, but then we lose the cool vibe, Afterlife. I like just fighting him based on where his eye is. It's not going to change anything as far as me targeting. Ooh, here we go. Exposed core. Oh, he shot out one of those wiggle snakes. All right, he does look a little cooler with the light on. All right. I lied. You're right. Oh, get out. Ow. The extendable rectum attack is something. It's something. I kept trying to jump over those instead of dodging through them, and now I realize the error of my ways. All right, give him hell. Ball attack? Get out of here with this. Are you kidding me? Watching me learn the fight? Well, the big thing is the dodging in this is like super forgiving, but you've got to learn what is worth dodging and what you can just kind of navigate around. That's what I've really struggled with. Get out, get out, get out. If you could stop long enough to expose your core to me, sir. Skirt. I don't think I've ever used so many buttons on my controller when I wasn't playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in my entire life. I gotta be careful. We're like right on the edge. Oh yeah. No, no, no. I went from an oh yeah to a no, no, no a little faster than I really thought was possible there. Show your core to me, coward. All right. We got to get him to hit the wall and stop. He stops at the edge, and then I got to get into a position. All right. Come to me, fool. Peace, nerd. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. This is so frantic. Let's go. Cool androids don't look at explosions. Just hit him with a baseball bat really hard. Hey, what up, Pascal? How are you? We should hurry to our destination. You get away with words, Pascal. I'll tell you that much. We should away from this place. Check the center of it for items. Man, Afterlife, I would miss so much stuff if you weren't here to remind me I'm being dumb. The center of it? I mean, I found fire. Next time? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know how much I like that. Let's get the hell out of here. I think we're gonna take a no elevator approach for a little while. Also, I'd really love to talk about how 9S hacked into a machine life form. We need to address that at some point. It was worth it for good boy 9S though. All right, where the hell are we going? I don't remember my way to get out of the factory now. Nine is Hacker Man? Well, then he could hack his way through some of those doors. What up, Spectre? I'm just staggering the hell out of this dude. He got nothing. Get out of here. Oh, you guys want some too, huh? I don't think these normal factory enemies realize what we just went through down below. They would maybe think twice. 9S is redeeming himself. 9S has nothing to apologize for. He's a good hard-working android boy. Oh, is this the long hallway? Yeah. So hang on a minute. Wait, no? I don't know where I am. It's Spider Bros. Give him hell. I will brook none of your nonsense, spider boys. There's a shitload of them in here. Is this like a hive? What is going on? Pascal, I think we're gonna teach you how to use a gun or something, bud. I love Pascal just like picking spots in the room to cower. It makes some of these fights really hilarious. Hey, you knock this shit off. Really? I would love to get some more of these actually out of the fight. There we go. I don't even think we have to fight these guys. I just will not suffer them to live. All right, homeboy. You and me now. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Ooh, a sturdy socket obtains. Always wanted one of those. So where the hell am I actually trying to get to? Like, any terminal would be great. Look at some of these dudes. The factory is a much different place than it was. Ah, here's our shortcut. Hang on. Isn't there a terminal? There's not a terminal down here. Did I go the wrong way over here? I went the wrong way right there. Back the other way? Okay. Like back even through the spider fight I just went through, Afterlife? Jesus. We gained like 5 levels since we started this mission. I don't think that's accurate. I think we've gained like 2. Robo Sensei is not ready for the smoke when we get back. Like this way or back through the silo, Afterlife? Oh shit. I'm glad you dodged, Pascal. Through. All right, well, I guess now I am glad that we cleared this out so that I didn't have to deal with him as we went back through. The shortcut's on the right. Okay, I think you are right. Through here. And then this way. Yeah. There's a lot. Did you guys see all those? Look at that insane number of You probably can't see it because it's probably behind my head. But there were an insane number of enemies on the mini map. Pascal 999 agility. Are they just yeeting themselves into the foundry? What am I even watching? Cultish behavior. That's a pretty good summary. You're right. It doesn't change how much it's hurting my brain. The end of times. Well, see you later. Get fucked in the head, Chris. That's exactly what's happening. Yeah, they're just killing. Do I need this elevator? Let's go down. We don't need that. I don't know how I just warped through the stairs there. That was interesting. All right, come with me, Pascal. We gotta get the hell out of here, buddy. Shit's getting a little squirrely in the factory. How do I get one of those sweet, like, rocket boosters? Can you guys make those at the village, Pascal? This is what I would look like running away from this cult, too. Wait a minute. No, Afterlife, this just took me back to the shortcut we just took. Did I go up the wrong set of stairs in the foundry room? I bet you I went up the wrong set of stairs in the foundry room and backtracked. Yeah, I think I needed to go up this set of stairs. Well, and they're like openly praising the ones that are downed and not doing anything.
Why did you have to die? It's not fair. My only brother. Damn them! I'll kill them! I swear I'll kill them all!
Well, that was certainly something.
Shut up, Pascal.
Such a vast space existed beneath the abandoned factory. I need to return and investigate as soon as possible. When I do, perhaps you'd be willing to join me?
No thanks.
Way to go, 2B. Hence the game with so there's a DLC called Become as Gods Edition.
What about you?
Don't take it out on Pascal is fair.
Back to the village. I have plenty on my plate there.
I see.
Pascal's beyond reproach. I'm dealing with a lot of emotions is all.
This is the resistance camp.
Say again? I'm not receiving.
Scanning for interference.
The machine requesting a backup. Forces in range. Please, we can...
Let's move.
God damn, they just keep hitting me with bangers. Eve just wanted to hang out with Adam. I mean, just wanted to have a nice dinner at that obscenely long table. To be fair though, like maybe Eve could have done a better job of being like, yo, Adam, don't kidnap androids and then crucify them on construction rebar. My bottle's kind of green. My bottle is like light blue. So you can like, it triggers my green screen, but it still holds enough shape that you can see kind of like the ghostly image of it. It's actually kind of a weird effect. No new mail. Quick save again. I think this is where we're gonna call it, on account of the outrageous cultishness and all the crazy things that have happened. We don't fully know the fate of 9S yet, but we know 9S is at least like somewhat okay. So I think that I'm content with leaving it here so that my heart doesn't explode any further.